Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you? No, buttons pressed, buttons pressed. Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? No, wrong button. Hey, Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Get right in there, my son. How are we? Are we all alright? Mandy, Kirsty, Steve. How we all doing? Are we all sound as a pound? Are we all smashing it? You can hear me, but can you see me? That's the main thing. Are we all alright? Are we? You can hear me, that's good to hear. You see me too. Yes, good stuff, good stuff. It's Wednesday, isn't it? My head is absolutely wrecked today. I had a lie-in, an actual lie-in, because Jess was off. So I actually caught up on sleep, and yet I'm absolutely exhausted. I had a dental appointment earlier, which all told took the best part of 2 hours getting there, waiting, getting in, having the appointment, paying for it, and then coming home. Almost 2 hours. It was stupid. But sure, it was grand, so it was. All day it was. And then I've done a full day's work on top of that, and also created a new wave punk masterpiece and made a video for it all in the same day, and went for a walk, but I've not eaten yet, which is shit really, isn't it? I wasn't in the mood to eat earlier. I probably should have forced myself, but just wasn't in mood. So I'll have to have something a bit snackish later. A ginger's crust. Feel worse if you have too much sleep, yet the body just shuts down, doesn't it? At least if you're a little bit underslept, you're on edge and awake. Definitely agree with that. Wonder why this isn't working. I'm trying to stream to Twitch as well at the same time. Just to see if it works. Because YouTube, Atom, have also now done a multi-stream dock, which is fairly good, but it's not bloody working, unfortunately. I don't know, how do you do it? Balls to it, don't matter. Goo, I still got goo in the fridge, haven't I? I'll have to have that. And I still haven't put the water out for the poor birds, because I've just seemed to have been non-stop the last few days. Also, haven't been and got beer, so I've got no beer tonight. Not a sausage. Greetings and arbitrations, one and all. Greetings to you as well, Saf. How you doing, mate? Safademus and Pliers. Yeah, no idea why this isn't working. Have I done something wrong, have I? I don't think so. No, I don't know. Tell with it. Tell with consequences. And I forgot. I remembered, sorry, to put the tunes on in the corner. But also, I've got more of these panelly things turned up, so the United States of Wardrobe will get done at some point this week. Saf, you are thirsty. Let you loose behind the counter. That we can do. That we can do. Oh, and Piggly Ding. There's always something I forget. Always something. What an absolute ball ache. Yeah, this is all very, very odd. So how is everyone doing? Are we all alright? Are we enjoying the fact that the weather's gone shit? Went out earlier, as I say, and I was considering going back in and putting a pair of combats on or something, a pair of kecks, rather than me shorts, because it was starting to get a little bit horrific out there. It's the wind more than anything, coming in off the Irish Sea. No es bueno. You're writing credits for my last two songs. The punk classic is Down to Our Mandy, who asked a question. Can AI be tricked with tricky tricky UK place names? And then sent me a handful to try. So we put them into AI and it came up with what came up earlier, which I'm delighted with. So yes, that one is definitely 100% Mandy. The other one was a throwaway remark, wasn't it, of yours? Hang on. Which was the fact that you were in the book cover Judgment Rebellion kind of mood, which I thought sounded like a really good 8 Mile Radius song, so I shamelessly stole it. Completely stole it. So yes, thank you, Mandy, thank you. Mandy needs a huge drink to drown her sorrows. Give her one. Louise, me and you are in the same shirty mood. You wearing a yes shirt as well, are you? Oh, what do you mean? Annoyed, pissed off, yeah. What's up? Steve gets a Castle Light and some smoky barbecue sausages. Helen, Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field, even though I forgot to put her forward yet again because I'm an absolute half-wit. Gets mint tea and shortbread biscuits. What's wrong with Slough? I like that phrase as well when I put that one in, because all the place names can be pronounced slightly wrong, whereas Slough seems to be pronounced correctly most of the time. But OUGH can be slough as in the bough of a tree. It can be slough as in tough or clough. And it can be slough as in through. So it makes no sense, but we still seem to get it right anyway. I think maybe people look at it and think sleigh, slough, there you go. And it was an opportunity to throw Ricky Gervais in from The Office, give it the old fingers. Armandi gets some Tia Maria and Coke with some smoked salmon canapé. Ooh, throwaway. It was an exquisitely crafted line of rhetoric. It may well have been, but you threw it away. I picked it up. I recycled it. That's what it is. It's all about the recycling. Louise gets a quadruple shot of Stro rum and a massive headache later. I don't think so. I think our Louise can handle it. No problem with that. Helen's watching the Olympics. What's on? Is there anything good? Still haven't watched a single second of it. Definitely got some rain yesterday, Steve, but turned out nice, didn't it? Oh, do you know what? Speaking of nowhere near you, but I was watching Furious Driving, the channel on that there YouTube there, and he'd been to the NEC in Birmingham and decided, because he was going to somewhere near Lincoln, he was going to go and visit friends. He thought he'd do a little bit of a trip in his car through Lincolnshire and see some of the plane memorials. It was about 5:30 when he started driving through, so it was too late to go anywhere, but he stopped and had a little bit of a look around. Managed to see a Lancaster being put back in the hangar, and it looked lovely. All these little places to stop off at next time they're open. Looked boss, man. I might have to go and do that at some point in the future. Non-alcoholic Peroni and Jaffa cakes for me. Donkey Sean. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. It got all raptorish. By that, do we mean the end of the world, or by one of those big Ford pickup trucky things? Yeah, like George Formby. Turned out shite again, ain't it? Ali, oh, how you doing? You believe they are leaving in the morning. Keep your phone on just in case. Keep it with you. Happy days. Got to keep an eye out for these things. Bosch planes. Moadi and crispy coated chicken strips for our alley. East Kirby is brilliant. It did look good. The whole of Lincolnshire looked really good, to be honest. He was not moaning as such. Lincolnshire, everyone would make you think that it looks like an absolute billiard table. It doesn't. There's loads of little bumps in this road. And when he was going on about the roads being shite compared to what they used to be, a lot of them are starting to settle because they're on sandbanks in between two ditches. They're settling and you're bouncing up and down when you're driving, which is very similar to just over there. So it's not much that you can do about it, but they've slowed everything down with the way they've done the traffic management as well. Ted starts at 8 AM. Early Ted. Louvali Jubilee. Stream manager. No idea why Twitch isn't working. I thought it'd be nice just to give it a little bit of a try, but no, obviously not. No, done. China has allowed citizens to wager on the Olympics as long as there's no political statements. So you are free to bet. You're having that as a dad joke, definitely. Ali, you're eating spice bag at the moment. The curry sauce is very spicy. Why did you think East Kirby was in Liverpool? Because West Kirby is on the Wirral. That's why. And it's West Kirby, K-R-B-Y, I think, isn't it? Rather than Kirkby, K-R-K-B-Y. That's why you're getting it mixed up with West Kirby. Which, if you've been on the train, you will see there's a station there. a Merseyrail station, so you might have seen that if you were ever on the train. Kelly Harrington, the Irish boxer, won gold last night, yeah, on the Irish. How big is Kirby? Which Kirby? Knowsley Kirby. Kirby Lonsdale. East Kirby, West Kirby. Where? Which Kirby? There's loads of them. Because, of course, Kirkby, sorry, Kirkby just means somewhere next to a church. Kirk means church in Viking, Scandinavian typey language, which is why Ormskirk is near the Church of Orm. Kirby is near the church. Kirkdale was started on a field next to a church. Lots of kirks in the north, and also the east coast as well, isn't it? Anywhere that the Vikings went, kirks would surely go to. So if Mary gave birth to Jesus and Jesus is the Lamb of God, did Mary have a little lamb? That's a Half Man Half Biscuit song as well, isn't it? Mary had a little lamb. The doctors were astounded. Everywhere she went, gynecologists surrounded. Mandy's knitting is meh with a capital meh, and Saf's brain is fried. Don't need to worry about that. My entire being is fried today, so I'll be rambling along with you. Ramble on. Yeah, that's confusing me. That Twitch says it's out. It's out and about. It's not though, is it? Obviously. It's bullshit, man. Bullshit. Did you get a bumper book of dad jokes? There should be one, shouldn't there? There should be a bumper book of dad jokes. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, that lamb was sure to go. For a few weeks anyway, and then she slaughtered the bastard. Not so many Kirks as I'd think. You've got Thorpes. I think if you go towards the northeast, there's loads of Kirks up there as well, I think, but obviously a bit further down you've got Thorpes instead. There's Thorpe Village. I know in Dutch it's Dorp, D-O-R-P, Dorp. So I'm thinking if Thorpes are connected to Dorps, and it shows you where the influences came from. People sailing across from the Netherlands and Belgium. Oh, hello.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Mandy. Level 33. You can get cream for that. Definitely get cream for your Thorpes. Saf, do you want to be Ali's little lamb? Louise, we're having a right old hump day today, aren't we? Definitely. It's now getting really windy, and I don't care. I've hit my target. Plus, I've spent a bleeding fortune today at the dentist, obviously. Thieving bastards. What are we on? 400 metres final. How thin is the air up there, man? The rarefied air of level 33. Yes, soon, Mandy will be an 80s pop band featuring lots of slap bass. Missed it just before you came home. Typisch, as they say in Germany. I am aching all over. Why am I aching all over? Aching all over. I only done my normal walk. That's it. I ain't even been to Tesco. But I was talking to my dad about that. It used to be, if I went to Tesco overnight, I would do my entire 2,000 steps just in that shop. Not anymore. And it used to be 500 steps to the top and back. Now it's about 250. So I am getting much quicker at walking, much longer stride pattern. I'm not getting my steps in, but I'm still doing at least the same distance, which is mad. Chance to be a fine thing, says Mandy. A hump day, not thin air. Johnny Kidd and the Pirates. Very nice, very nice. No Brit has won the 400 metres since Eric, is it Liddell or Liddell, from the Chariots of Fire fame 100 years ago. Say what? We've had some good 400 metre runners, haven't we, over the years? Or have they just been European level, not world, not Olympic level? That's a shame. See if I can copy the stream key. It might be different, you see, it might be different. Might be. Wonder if it changes every day. I wonder. I wonder. The old pronunciations of an island nation reminds you of the tale of the Australian guy trying to get to the town near Leicester. Do you know the way to Luga Baruga, mate? Yep, Loughborough. There's some insane pronunciations. Makes it no sense. I had to put Gattaca in there. So many people call it Gateacre. It's not fucking Gateacre, man. Makes no sense that it's Gattaca, but it just is. End of story. Did I see the old dude skateboarding? Are we talking in the Olympics or outside Tesco? Because it would sound like a place for an old man to skateboard. How's things, Tomash? It's 104 years now, our lad. You're pipped on the line. Aye. Always someone at the end who's running twice as fast as the rest. Isn't it? Would you say 400 is the first sort of distance where tactics can come into it? I don't think anything lower than 400 metres is anything other than just go and sprint as fast as you can. 400s, sometimes you've got to just hold a little bit back in, haven't you? Rein it in before really smashing it and kicking at the end, but I don't know, I haven't watched any athletics for a long time. Not my scene, man. Although 400 metres is nowhere near long enough, by the way. When I was a kid at school, I was really good at football. And then I was also fairly good at middle distance running. And one of the games teachers decided to put me in for the 400 metres. And people just shot off like they were on fire and I couldn't catch them. So, just said to him, don't put me in for that shit anymore, lad. I'm not a sprinter. I'll run all day. Back in the day I could run all day. Not anymore. A nice glass of Groot Constantia Pinotage Special Reserve Red for Tomash. Very nice. There's a lady selling invisible dogs in the parking lot. She has the leashes and everything. Invisible dogging. Also knackered and sore. Yep. You agree with Louise's hump day comment? It seems to be one of those days. everyone is joining in on the this has been a shitty hump day kind of vibe. You had today off at shortish notice. Done naff all and could have done with doing less than that. One of those days. I was looking, I think our leave year starts on the 1st of September. And I'm not carrying too many days forward this year for a change. But I might treat myself to a week off in September. I think I need it. Although I've got another lie-in tomorrow because Jess isn't in work until 11:45-ish. So that gives me a bit of time. Get up, get out of bed, drag a comb across my head. Don't do that, it really hurts. And then take her to work, come home, continue work myself, pick her up from work, come home, continue work. Just work, isn't it? But then tomorrow is Thursday, isn't it? Just very quickly on the Betfair app. Not Sky anymore because they're a shower of shit. Rugby League. Where are you, bastards? Nowhere to be seen. I'm sure there's a game tomorrow. There was a game yesterday. Oh, man. I was so happy with that. Wigan Warriors versus the Lee Leopards. Battle of the Borough. Both clubs are within the same borough. Or the borough of Wigan. About 7 or 8 miles away from each other. So normally they have a right ding-dong-do at each other. It was good game, but it wasn't nasty for a change. Which was good, I suppose. Rashidat Adeleke, Irish athlete, through to the final of the women's 400 metres final on Friday. Good stuff. Seth, the only good thing that came from today is you only left people in tears. People deserve it though, to be honest. Hump day. The news weighs heavy, and whether it directly impacts us or not, it unsettles the subconscious. I do believe so as well. That's why I don't watch the news or read newspapers. All that negativity, day after day after day, hour after hour, it's too much. It's too much, man. Get away from it. Look at a tree. Point at a tree. It's much better. And you'll learn more from it. Mrs. Tom sends her love. Send it right back to her from us. Domingo threw up this morning but appears okay. Oh, good old Domingo, man. Saf, how are the riots now? Is it as bad as you're seeing, or is it overblown in the media? A bit of both. It's nasty, it's horrible, there's no need for it. But also they're making it out as though the entire country's on fire when it's not. And there's been a lot of people who are suddenly in tears because what they've been doing has come back and bit them on the arse. The idea is don't go and burn down libraries, don't go looting. It's stupid. If you've got issues, and people have got issues in this country, speak about it. No one's going to listen to you if you're throwing bricks through windows. Whereas there's the imams in, I think it's the Liverpool one, is it? Invited a load of people to come and speak to him. People who had legitimate concerns, as they're calling it. And they sat down and spoke about things, got on famously, had a cup of tea together. And nobody had to start throwing bricks at each other. It was sound. Talk to people. As long as people realise that both sides are willing to sit down and talk, it's the best thing to do. Peace through conversation. You know what I mean? Best way to do it. Yeah, Louise, we rarely riot in winter when it's cold, dark and wet. You don't want to go out in that, do they? Whereas when it's nice and warm, you have a few ciders, everyone starts getting in the mood for it. People need to chill. The entire country needs to chill. But at the same time, I suppose also the people in charge need to genuinely listen to what's going on. I think the rioters and the right wing who are about to rise up and take over the country have completely overplayed their hand, thinking that there's 70 billion of them when there's just a handful. Which, if you wanted proof of that, have a look at the Peace March in London. Peace for Palestine, there's about 1 million people turned up, no problems. About 2,000 football fans turned up with Tommy Robinson and caused all kinds of murder with the police. They are vastly outnumbered, but very loud. Just chill, man. Speak, protest, but do it right. Don't be throwing bricks into fucking mosques, man. And it doesn't help with Elon pissing Musk, fanning the flames all the time. You seriously, come to Britain. You can walk around most towns or cities. There's not an issue at the moment. There's a handful of cities that are being targeted that make it look really bad, and even then, it's one little pocket. Connie, you're having a drink for Mandy, lovely stuff. Mandy wasn't ignoring you. Yeah, you have to occasionally change it to live chat and then back down to all chat, because otherwise things get stuck. It's a pain in the ass. Yep, Steve, it will do. As soon as the football starts up, all of this will stop, because the terrace lads will be back to screaming abuse at each other. And once a few more of them end up in jail as a result, you can't put me in jail for that. I think you find you can. Mandy's fine. The knitting's not. The weather is weathering. Definitely. Weathering shite. Louise, exactly. 20 people have genuine concerns and a couple of hundred just spoiling for a fight and causing all the trouble. Oh, hello.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's right. Absolutely 100% right, which is why, as I say, the imam from one of the mosques in Liverpool, someone actually reached out to him, someone that was at the Southport anti-protest, reached out and said, can we come and have a talk? And they did, and they all sat down. They had something to eat and a drink together, a nice cup of tea. And the concerns, the legitimate concerns were brought up. And through dialogue, they managed to ease a lot of the tension between two sides of the city. I don't think all of it, because there's loads of kids who are just, they've been dragged up rather than brought up. And will any excuse to start fighting and arguing and looting and what have you. But people need to stop listening to Farage and Tice, Elon Musk, all those people. I mean, Andrew Tate is moaning because people are racially abusing him. I won't say the words that he said to people online, and I won't say some of the things that he said. So if you stir the hornet's nest, you are likely to be stung. Stop it. People get on well normally. Reach out and see. There's more that connects us than divides us, I think. But when there are issues, and there are issues, they need to be addressed. And if you want to stop fundamentalist Islamists, maybe the best way of doing it, rather than going around causing trouble yourself and setting fire to police cars, is to speak to Muslim leaders, speak to their community. Can you be doing more to stop what's happening within your communities? Can we do anything to make you feel more safe in your community? How can we work on this together? To me, that would make sense, but it's not. Always look for the path of most resistance. Life's too short, man. Life's too short. Be nice, be cool, and be happy. Louise, can you skip this level? You're fairly superstitious. Writing's on the wall, girl. Now you've got to work through it. The only way you can get through this is just keep on messaging more and more and more and more. Connor's having a Guinness. Lovely joke. I haven't had a Guinness in ages. I think I did have a non-alcoholic Guinness last year, and it was nice. My dad's got some in the fridge, actually. I could have stolen one of them off him, couldn't I? Might do that later. We shall see. Over there in South Africa, they've got protest action in autumn, winter's too shite, and summer is reserved for partying. With us, yeah, it's just summer because everyone can wear footy shorts and show off their tattoos, which end up getting them put in jail. You know, wearing the lad from Middlesbrough, living in Sunderland of all places, balaclava on that he wasn't wearing properly, and a fucking big Middlesbrough tattoo. Not just a normal one, a specific Middlesbrough tattoo. And then he's got arrested because obviously you could tell him a mile off. Silly, silly boys. 13 is your...
Next.
Oh, Piggly Ding next. 13 is your number, the goalkeeper's reserve number. 80% are taking the opportunity to rob a load of trainers in Lippy. They are. This happened again with the Black Lives Matter riots and things. Whichever side of the coin you're on, there will always be people that are willing to use it as an opportunity to do what they shouldn't be doing. So, that as either side of the coin, we need to call people out for doing that. You are not helping our cause by doing this. If the press can jump on it and say, look, this is what they're doing rather than peaceful protesting, you know, then you're doing something wrong in it. Who's next behind the bar? Our Saf's done his turn. Who fancies shift behind the bar? Yeah, that's what happened there as well. People had the right intentions for protesting. We're protesting. The others, of course, Ali, there you go. Piggly Ding on the run. Took advantage of the situation, burning Gardaí cars and looting shops. It's stupid, man. Will it be on Sunday? As always, yes. Wednesday, Sunday. And hopefully by that point, I'll have also worked out how to make sure this goes to Twitch at the same time. Because I am determined to see if it works or not. Now that I've got an updated bleeding computer. Nah, I mean, bruv. Nah, I mean. Who would have thought it would have brought together Ireland, the Union Jack and the Tricolor together? That's 5 minutes worth. After that, they'll still be at each other. It's mad, innit? It's cray cray. And not in a good way. Oh, hang on. Have I left something somewhere? I think I have. Just give me a sec, I want to do something. If at all possible. I still haven't printed off the Canada flag for my good friend Chelsea. I will have to do that. I also haven't done the Cape Town flag, have I, for Saf? Obviously, because I'm a feckin' idiot. Oh, bollocks. Is the music still on shuffle? It is. Anything special being prepared for 100? Good question. Might have to have a haircut for that one. Haircut 100. Joey, how you doing? The international sport known as the Olympics, or sports tapas as someone called it the other day, which I thought was fantastic. Clean up all the fagins behind the bar where we are. Katie Moon in the Olympics right now lives 15 minutes away on the pole vault. How do you get into pole vault? I mean, genuinely, I've asked this question before in the past, years ago. One does not simply start pole vaulting. How do you get into it? You don't just pick up a pole and start running to it, you know. There's got to be something you do, isn't there? Does it come from people jumping over streams? Because I know that's a thing over there, where you had a stick and throw it in the middle of the stream and try and jump over. Does it come from that? Just, it's bizarre. It is. It is possibly the most random. And I still love that. Oh, hello.
It's going
You know,
up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's there.
I still love that Chick Murray joke as well. About the fella walking through Glasgow, holding the big long stick. He said, "You're a pole vaulter." So now I'm a German. How do you know my name was Walter? Just such a perfect joke. Yes, were the islands less virginal when you left? I say. I shouldn't be trying to do things live, really, should I? Why, this is pissing me off, this now. You just want to have to cheat a high jump. Is that how they start? The sneaky high jump. Upper Volta is now Burkina Faso. Sure, I didn't know that. Just trying to save something. Only be a sec. Why do this has got too many pages? There's too many pages going on. Too many pages. Diving is barely a sport, it's just falling over in a fancy way into water. It is, isn't it? The best dives you will ever see are normally fat fellas away on holiday. In Benidorm and Majorca. The water in Majorca don't taste like what it ought, etc. Should all do a video special congratulations message to me. You should, all of you, every one of you, every one of yous. I deserve it. Steve's done a couple of videos and wants us all to do it. Speaking of which, have a look at this.
Morning guys, got to catch up, see how I've been getting on. This is where I am, the old school, Gimmingham. Forgive me if I get out of breath walking over the shingle. I've got a really chesty hay fever and a bit of long COVID. So as you saw the other day, I was repointing the flintwork. That's how far I got. And I'm gonna just point this section up I've done this morning. With my finger bob. You can see I chopped out all the old lime or cement, whatever was there, and then I replace with new lime and sand. And then all we do is just get your finger. It's easier with a finger. Stop laughing, Ali. And you just go around the flints, fill in any holes. Stop it, Ali. and then brush off. And then during the day, keep spraying it with water so it doesn't go off too quickly. But I think it definitely looks a little better for the repoint. Speak to you later. They're up there somewhere, I don't know where, but they're making a racket, have been all morning. F-15s, F-35s, helicopters. That's one of the rig ones. Fly from Norwich to the oil rigs, gas rigs out to sea. Noisy sods.
What do we think of that? Some fantastic work. Lovely finger in action. Lovely finger in action. Love to see it. Yeah, it's for most of us Taiwan. Burma is now Myanmar, it is. Scotland will always be Scotland, and Ireland is always great. Ceylon, Sri Lanka. If you've had sex for 6 months, you're a born again virgin. Jeez. Yeah, well put together, well put together. I've also got another one for Ali as well, but that will have to be Sunday because there was issues trying to get it sorted and uploaded onto the computer. So we're going to have that on Sunday, which should look great, by the way. But if anyone else wants to appear on screen, wants to show us what you're up to, let me know. Send it in, I'll do it. Will the stones stay grey or does it get washed off? Oh, do you mean, yeah, obviously the outside of the stones, did it become the normal colour and just the pointing stays? Or do the stones take on some of that colour? Could it be drones playing the sounds, letting us think that the jets are on patrol? Ooh. I like that. That's sneaky. I like sneaky shit. Yeah, I'll sort it, Ali, I will. I've found out how to do it now. So it should be sound. Joey, you've got tickets for Billy Joel and Rod Stewart. Very nice. What kind of show's that going to be? Or what kind of shows are they going to be? I know Rod Stewart's doing his Great American Songbook style at the moment, isn't he? Always liked him in the early days when he was with the Faces and things like that, and the Jeff Beck group. They do a fantastic cover version of All Shook Up by the Elvis geezer. Jeff Beck group with Rod on vocals is absolutely superb, man. Back when he was Rod the Mod with his gravelly voice, before he became Leopard Skin Rod with his Kenny Everett arse. That's the way I look at him. There was that. And then there was sort of the 80s. What would you even call the 80s? Highly polished. His nose was highly polished, we know that. Followed by him doing the Great American Songbook now. Didn't have you down as a Rod fan, yeah? You're just going to go and get high. That's not too bad then, is it? Young Turks is your favourite Rod Stewart song. What's mine? It's one by the Faces. Flying, I think it's called, is it? Yeah, Flying by the Faces. Superb song. Superb. Very atmospheric, very gravelly. You like getting out the house, that's all, yeah. Rod and Billy Joel are always a good time. What more can you ask for? Out and about, see the sights, have a decent show by people who know exactly what they're doing as well, them two. Maggie May's your favourite Rod song? Hugely popular as well. That seems to be one of the ones that gets played a lot on discos and things over here. People tend to ask for it quite a lot, so hugely popular. You haven't smudged the flint. That sounds like a euphemism, that, doesn't it? You get caught smudging the flints. That's an old playground and the flintwork was originally painted pink. First Cut is your favourite for Rod. Do you prefer his version or PP Arnold? I think I prefer PP Arnold's version myself. Handbags, the handbags and the glad rags. There used to be a duo in Liverpool, played the pubs. So we used to finish work on a Friday night at 7 o'clock and go straight into the Pen and Wig. And I can't remember what they were called, but the lead singer Gary was superb. He could sound like Robert Plant and he could sound like Rod Stewart. And they used to do the handbags and the glad rags. Superb version of it. Just him and his mate. I wonder how they're doing. He was ill, Gary. Lovely lad. Hope he's okay. Man, it's been about 6 years since I've been in that pub. It's not even the same pub anymore. How could he do that? How could he ruin the Pen and Wig? Wankers. That place on a Tuesday or Wednesday night used to be absolute lunacy. Place would be dead. There'd be Baldy Fred in the corner chatting away to himself. You can't tell me about riding horses through Thatto Heath. The fucking hell are you on about, Fred? Him and Brownie. And if the place was quiet, downstairs was a lap dancing bar. So they'd shut upstairs and take you down, free of charge. So many's the day or many's the night rather, I've been sat downstairs having a beer, chatting about literary influences and things with strippers. Very strange, but they're all sound. Ended up being quite good mates with quite a few of them. They also ended up working upstairs, you see. Not sure what your favourite song is though, yeah, but the handbags and the glad rags suit you very well. Thought I pressed the wrong button there, I haven't. So I've won some Pepsi and a spice bag and hold the attitude. Ooh, them's fighting words. Not having a go. Genuine question. Yes, some of the flint looks black. I just wonder if there's any more. Yeah, it does look as though, I don't know. Fingered. Does it wash some of it off and just leave the pointing? Either way, it looks fantastic anyway. I like that. It looks old, despite the fact that you're just doing it now. And that's the way it should be. It should look like it's the way it was when it was made, or the way it was years after it was made. I love that. Class, man. Thomas, she just wandered off. Louise is superstitious, you're just stitious. Nah. You're super too, dude. Once chatted for 40 minutes with this kind fellow about the prices of nearby drugs. Turns out it was just a lamppost and you were on drugs yourself. Was he a tall chap, was he? Very bright. Man, you keep getting buffering, is it just you? I would think possibly. There's no dropped frames. The analytics are showing as an excellent condition. Excellent. Truly excellent. But Twitch is still showing fuck all because it's useless. I'll bin it off and start again later. Louise, you're getting it as well. Well, I can only assume that's from YouTube's side, not mine, because this is looking okay at the moment. Ish. Ooh, is it your attitude I'm holding? I've heard it called many things, never that before. Lady asking if anyone's seen Michael. So he hasn't been here all week. Well done. We used to have that in our place. If someone wanted to be, you must have seen him on the social media. It's a quid to say that he was in earlier, but he isn't now. It's a fiver to say we haven't seen him in months. Usually buffer when a lady friend sends you a picture of a you know what. Yep. No. In the you. Yep. Am I on Twitch as well? I've tried, but I was having all kinds of issues with it. So I decided to try again tonight to connect to it. And it's not. ATEM have brought out a multi-stream dock for OBS, and it's not working. I must have done something wrong or not done something. But I will fix it later. Because, you know, I'm like that, and that's the way it is. Titty Titty Bang Bang is here, yeah. Does anyone remember the TV show Titty Bang Bang? Partially written by Bob Mortimer. Some exceptionally funny things in there. Just buffering up in Frozen North. Aye, happen. Almost dropped your chips pea wet. Selective buffering. Oh. Shall I write that down? Shall we go for your hat trick, Mandy? We'll go for your hat trick. Selective buffering could also be a potential 8-mile radius song coming up. We shall see. No, what's happening there? Daft bastard. Almost dropped your chip pea wet. Have you never been to Wigan? Chips pea wet. Pea wet is, do you know the chip shop peas? The water that chip shop peas are kept warm in. They will have that ladled over chips in Wigan. Chip pea wet. Well, they are Wigan. It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird place. I like it, but it's a weird place. They also do a Wigan kebab, of course, which is pie in a barm, isn't it? Nominative determination in action. Nick by name. It is. In our place, because we are dealing with people's money, benefit claimants' money, we would occasionally take it off them when they've been naughty bad villains. We used to have a team name, a team surname, rather than using your own name, because people could come looking for you to try and do you in. So on our team, the surname was Carr, C-A-R-R. And on the phone one day, someone asked for my name so they could tell me boss about something. I went, oh yeah, my name is Nick Carr. He went, all right. Fucking Scouser, of course, it's Nick Carr, isn't it? Thought you absolute bellend. I didn't retaliate and take all his money off him, though. What a job that was. That fella was doing the phonetic alphabet to give me his national insurance number. Got to the end and it was C for cocaine. Where's my money? So I wonder why you need your money in a rush, lad. Do you have someone knocking on the door to pay a bill, do you? Is that what it is? Jeff, determinism is a word. Jeff is Jeff. Jeff is as Jeff does. Has Jeff appeared yet? Why hasn't Jeff appeared? How's your spice bag and Pepsi? Spice bag has a nice personality and lovely ginger hair. Works okay. You lucky sod. You getting your there you go, here he is. Vamos, muchachos. Jeff. El Jefe. Once I heard someone say Q for cucumber. They are mad, aren't they? Used to deliberately piss around with people by saying, you know, G for gnome or P for pneumatic, X for xylophone. Just see people getting really confused. But the C for cocaine was the maddest one I had. And the that very, very laid back Caribbean gentleman who rang me up. I hadn't had any money for a while. I'm hungry, Nick, and the cheese has got to arrive soon. Fucking hell, mate, yeah. I am going to go through brick walls for you now, lad. What a top dude. So right. Pie in a bap. There you go, yeah. Wigan kebab. Yeah, what do? They put pea water on chips. That's called chips pea wet. They are weird. And they also put peas, don't they, in hot dog buns. Fucking mental bastards. I started late. Jeff was on time. Alright. Everyone's a cricket. Sorry, critic. I didn't start late. I started at 8, but not bang on 8 like I normally do. In the word be, which of the E's are silent or are both? No, you actually, it depends on whether or not you're being stung. If you're being stung, you will pronounce not just the 2 E's at the end, but others as well. What, are you being stung by a fucking B-E-E? See? Definitely. I got stung by a bee once. 20 quid for a jar of honey. This thing gone. I'm here all week. No, I did. I got stung there. And I didn't realise I'd been stung. I was riding home from Aylwood to Garston to my nan's. Going past Springfield's crematorium. Past the cemetery. And one must have got in me jumper or t-shirt, I can't remember. In there. Stung me. And when I got back to my nan's, I think something's fell on me. She's seen it. Started pouring vinegar and baking soda over me and all kinds of shite. Go and stand outside in the yard, and I went outside and there's more fucking bees. What? He's trying to get me killed. But indeed. Slange. Yep. I didn't get me beer. Man. Remind me to go and get beer. Selective buffering and beer. There we go. Selective buffering, beer and Canada. I need to go and get Canada. Ali, you've never been stung. Think yourself lucky. It's not a particularly nice pain, to be honest with you. It's an annoying pain. I thought I was going to get stung yesterday. We've got a table outside in the back, which is like a wicker, raffia wicker thing. What do they call it? Those wicker chairs, and there's a name for it, isn't there? I can't think what it is. But there's a table out there, and it's got a glass tabletop on it, and there was a bee underneath. I was like, it can't get out. It keeps trying to go upwards, and it can't quite get out. So I kept tipping it up, thinking it was going to fly out, and it didn't. Every time I tipped it, it went back up to the highest possible point. The absolute bellend. Rattan, that's the one. Rattan. So I ended up having to pick the entire thing up, and I thought, I'm going to pick this up and this bastard is going to sting me, even though I'm just trying to let it go and sort its head out. Nah. Thank you, Ali. Thank you very much for a lovely bows. A lovely bows. Mandy, you've been stung once right next to your belly button. It's horrible, isn't it? Horrible. But at least with a bee, it's only once. Wasps and things just follow you for days. Evil, stripy bastards. What good did he do? They don't even make honey, And I bet you if wasps made honey, it tastes bitter. Do you know what? Fuck it, I think wasps make Marmite. That's what they do. Bellends. Coming round here. The pricks. Rattan. Why can't I remember Rattan? I just sent a picture of you being stung a while back. Is this actually while being stung? Is this while it's happening? Oh. There you go. You know what? No, hang on. I ain't going. Scouse Red Indian time. Hang on, I'm out. Does that work any better? Look at that. Trying to save a bait and the bastard stung him. You get stung frequently? What the? Is there a fucking tiger moth out there or something? Flight radar on. He's been stung by a wasp and a bee. The wasp was worst. Was it only once by a wasp, or was it like several jabs?
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding next. Who's next behind the bar? Who fancies a shift? Have I forgotten people on there? I think I have, haven't I? Shit. You've been on the beach and it got cold, so you're putting on a pair of jeans. You didn't notice the bee until it was too late. At which point, ouchie ouchie. Was that in Wales? Was it down south somewhere? West Country? Cornwall, Dorset? Where was it? Not sure it stung you in the neck. Yeah, but I got done just on the back of the shoulder, so that's a similar kind of thing, isn't it? It must be part of the body. Do they think that's where they're going for? We can get them here. Psst, go ahead. Saf gets stung frequently. It's not that bad after a while, yeah. Being bitten by a mole snake hurts like hell. Cross-marked whip snake is not too bad. What? Go on, Ali, back on again. We go again. No, it's not a frequent thing in South Africa. Being bitten by snakes should not be a frequent thing either. Crazy. Told you where? Next to me belly button. South of the equator, eh? Oh no, just north of the equator. No, I just thought, was it North Wales or... Where was it you went to? You were talking about? Was it Devon? Devony, Dorset, Cornwall, Somerset down there. Did they congregate in places more often than others, is what the sort of the gist of where I'm trying to get to. Did he hang around sand more than we thought? There are burying bees or wasps, aren't there? Burrowing ones. Sure, I've seen that. Don't know where they stay. Are they in the Amazon? Or are they everywhere? Can you get them everywhere? Can we look at that? Burrowing wasps. Burrowing bees. There we go. Carpenter bee. Say what? Carpenter bees are species in the genus Xylocopa of the subfamily Xylocopinae. The genus includes some 500 bees in 31 subgenera. What? 500 bees, 500 different types of carpenter bleeding bee. Nearly all species burrow into hard plant material such as dead wood or bamboo. The main exceptions are the species in the subgenus Proxylocopa, which dig nesting tunnels in suitable soil. That's the one I've seen. So where are they? Where did he go? There's definitely one of them I've seen in... Sure, it must have been the Amazon. Got to have been the Amazon. Rod, playing at the moment. Yeah, all the stingers, Ali. Not just bees, wasps, hornets, scorpions. We have scorpions here, don't you know? There's one sort of breed of British scorpion. It wouldn't sting you, of course. It'd wait in a queue. North Wales, a couple of years back, alright. But then that makes no difference whatsoever, because if you're at the beach in Torquay or the beach in North Wales, a beach is a beach. If you were at the beach in Torquay, but you know, I don't know. I think you said you were, weren't you? Was it Torquay? I'm just making stuff up now, aren't I? Fucking rambling like an absolute half-wit. Ali, you don't know if you want to go there with all the stingers going on there. They've also got black mamba snakes and fucking leopards and cheetahs. Have you seen Saf's garden? Giraffes wandering around. Nosy bastard giraffes. Constantly looking into next door, seeing what's going on. Lots of wildebeest. You used to have loads of gnu's, didn't you, that were causing trouble? They haven't for a while now. No gnu's is good gnu's. I'm fucking embarrassed about that one, to be honest with you. Maybe at an air show. Painting. Devon. Painting in Devon. I have never been to that part of the country. Genuinely. As I say, I've told you before, the closest I've been has been to an army gaff somewhere near Salisbury Plain. That's as far. I should go one day. Although there's a girl who does a YouTube thing. I'm going to get this wrong, aren't I? Is it Olivia Grace? No, it's not Olivia Grace. Olivia Grace Diaries, something like that. She was up in the Lake District last week, but she was going down to... She lives somewhere around there, Somerset, and she was going further down to Cornwall, I think it was, and just the single tracks. And as you halfway down a 9-mile single track, there's a, I don't know, an Arctic coming this way or a combine harvester, and you can't get out the way. So I don't know, I'll be alright driving down there. Might go as far as Bristol, get a boat round instead. How's me exercising? Me knees knackered, unfortunately. Very sore, but I've managed again to hit my target. Done me steps. We're on the 7th, so that's now an entire month and 1 day without missing a single day. So I'm getting there, just that my arm isn't getting any better. Runners should get penalised for knocking hurdles over. You mean like in the show jumping? You just run it in 9 seconds, yeah, but you're getting half a second penalty for everyone you knock off. Good thinking. Put it forward to him. Jack Jinxie! How was Fat Club? Are we smiley face or thumbs down today? You missed Mandy levelling up, you did. It's a rare thing these days, being as high up as she is on the list. But she did it. Plus you missed some piggly dings as well. We've had some piggly dings. If you knock off the pole with your willy, should you be penalised? Like that pole vaulter. Putting the pole in pole vaulter who knocked it off the other day. Because he was smuggling pure ferret. But it's the same with horses. Horses got to watch out, haven't they? They can't be getting excited during the ride. Sounds terrible, that, doesn't it? On about the runners, not the horses. They already get penalties for knocking fences over. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, would it be the same kind of concept? You've done 9 seconds, well done, but now we're adding 27 seconds on because you've literally lashed all the hurdles over. French fella, I think, says Jackie, trying to sound all blasé about it. Not that you've worn out the video cassette, rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play. We see you. We see what you're up to. Can't seem to find the video of you being bitten by a cross-marked whip snake. What? Found all the other related videos. How does anyone make it to adulthood? Genuinely. 33, indeed, Mandy 33. A huge level. Only ruined a couple of tapes. Back and forth, back and forth. What you doing there after attacking you? Back to Billy Connolly, aren't we? It won't bother you if you don't annoy you, and then they don't tell you what annoys it, like breathing and things. Absolutely 100% with him on that one. The Estonian pole vaulter's vault was the issue. Come on, what is that? Why is flight radar showing absolutely nothing overhead? Oh, or maybe not. A heli charter, where have they come from? Where the bleeding hell's that? From just east of Kulkov. Not far from M62. What are you doing here? Making noise, I know that. Yep, very nearly your age, Mandy. Very nearly. Getting there, getting there. Trying to give him a cuddle and you didn't know he wasn't in the mood. Snakes will do that to you. Was it a male or female? How can you tell? Mind you, if a snake had bollocks, it'd always be angry, wouldn't it? Dragging him along behind it. Across the pavement, I'd be pissed off as well. You like fiery, vicious things. Definitely in a mood, definitely in a mood. If a snake wants a cuddle, avoid it. Especially if they start talking as well. Don't eat that fruit. Oh, he's biting too hard. Be careful, don't draw blood. You couldn't clock the cloaca, so you wouldn't be able to tell, no? Did you say that out loud? Ali, just a little bit. Don't forget also, don't shout target acquired too loud either. You don't know what that is. It's it will be the area on a snake in which you would be able to tell whether or not it was male or female. Whales have them as well, don't they? Part of the reproductive section of an animal. Whereas the main man and the Norfolk correspondent tonight, the main man's been around. We showed his video today. He has been doing exceptional work on the Flintstones. And the Norfolk correspondent has been watching the Olympics as well. Well deserved. Yabba dabba doo. That's a fantastic thing to shout in a Northern Irish accent, one of the Northern Irish accents. Imagine that, a Belfast Flintstones. Bit of earworm, yep. The Buggles video, Kill the Radio Star. The cloaca is the butthole. Since most reptiles look the same in male and female, you have to check the hole to see if it's male or female. Yep. Same thing happens with whales. And you can tell if it's a male whale because male whales ain't small, man. Do you like the Belfast Girls video? Which one's that? Oh, yeah, today, yep. I thought that you were on about something else then. 2 Belfast girls, 1 cop. No. Yes, I did. Something typical about the Irish, whether it's north or south. Any stories or any kind of jokes always sound funny straight away. The taxman got Jimmy Carr. Jimmy should have known better, man. I also think that the on 8 out of 10 cats does countdown, they don't make enough of the fact that Jimmy Carr and Susie Dent are on the same programme. When Alan Carr's on there as well, 2 cars, 1 dent. They should make more of it. If they don't, it's just not cricket, dear boy. You need to do that to women these days. You can try, you will end up getting thrown in jail, but you can try. Fact. Being powerful is like being a woman. If you must convince people are either, you are neither. I like that. Was it Confucius who said that? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, we don't know. He said a lot of stuff, didn't he, Confucius? Him, Nostradamus, must have just spent all day, every day, fucking rabbiting. That can be done. That can be done. That should have been done, but isn't. That needs to be done. Why? I could have printed off the flags earlier. Flags 1. Flag. I could have printed off the flag earlier. The printer is only there. I was sat here for quite a few hours today. Could have done it, but no. Read the book but can't remember it. Who can remember books? That's why the education system is fucking stupid, man. Or it was when we were growing up anyway. You had to learn loads of stuff and you didn't have any idea of what was coming up on the exam paper. So was it lucky that you revised the correct stuff or not? Nowadays it's all coursework and we will let you know the kind of things that will be appearing. It's making more sense. You can't just remember 6 million books. But he went through a load. Yeah, I bet you he did, through a load of post-its. Not just ones with decent ideas on some utter shit as well. I mean, absolute rubbish. It's like Belgium will float off and join Norway. No. No, get rid. That's rubbish, that one. Don't screw up the post-it, sorry, if I haven't done the stuff. Done. In fact, you know what? Done. Bin. Not done. Not screwed up. You only remember Mutiny on the Bounty? That's one from the past. I haven't seen that in a while. I have been watching on... is it Talking Pictures? I think it is in the Talking Pictures TV. The Buccaneers, which has been fantastic. Old school pirates. Robert Shaw. I didn't realise he was English. I seen him in Jaws and thought he was just an American. He's not. He's English. And a very, very good pirate he is too. Trying to get Louise pissed. I can't see you saying... I can't see you saying no to a nice beer. Make the most of it. Summer's going to be gone in about a week or two, isn't it? You only remember reading Thomas Hardy. What else? What did anyone else read when you were in school? Do you remember any of it whatsoever? Saf, no worries, mate. Go and get your head down. Good luck tomorrow. Grassy ass as always. Louise, you do deserve it. You do. Mayor of Casterbridge. Never read that one myself. We did Shakespeare. We did Hamlet and Twelfth Night. Read The Duchess of Malfi. The Great Gatsby. I got an absolutely superb mark for The Great Gatsby in English, or English literature rather, because it was one of those books that really spoke to me at the time, and I managed to do the work brilliantly. Other stuff that I really wasn't asked with, I just wasn't bothered. I could have got a much better grade than I did, but I was never asked. Yeah, John Donne, W.B. Yeats poetry, and then was it in Spanish? We read Lorca and Marquez. So it was like doing English but in Spanish. Or doing English literature but in a Spanish. Trying to learn to read Spanish by reading these really heavyweight novels. It was fucking mad. Duchess of Malfi. I didn't really like that too much. But I was sat next to Louise for that one, and I liked Louise. She was dead nice. Not you, Louise, a different Louise. I used to make her giggle a lot, apparently. And my Spanish teacher was Mrs. Seville. S-A-V. But she pronounced it Seville. Why? I was with her when we had an earthquake in North Wales. This would have been 89, 90 or 91, sometime in them 3 years. There was an earthquake in North Wales, and as I was sat on a wooden chair on a school floor two stories up, all of a sudden I fell down, and you could hear the chair go dink on the floor. And she looked at me and went, "What happened?" Fucking hell. I think the floors just fell and fallen from underneath us. And that's all it did. Just that one thing, but apparently North Wales got proper slammed by it. Strange. We could see North Wales from the classroom. You see Molvama. Never finished it. Speaks volumes there. Far from the madding crowd, which you are now right in the middle of. Wordsworth as well. English literature and English language was two different classes. It was with us as well, which I quite liked because we got to read more and write more, and I love words. The only one you read all the way through was The Crucible. Was that about snooker, was it? Did war poets as well. You loved Wilfred Owen. I couldn't stand him. But I've said this before, haven't I? I think the reason why I didn't like Wilfred Owen at the time, or John Donne, was because we were doing W.B. Yeats, and I loved his stuff so much that I started getting bored listening to Boom, 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 Boom by Wilfred Owen, so might have been what it was. I should go back and read some, you know, because I'm a big fan of poetry. I also need to try and find some Craig Charles stuff. Has he got any books out? You remember that earthquake? Yeah, it was proper mad, wasn't it? It was just completely unexpected. Then all of a sudden, bang! What the hell is that? Dulcet et decorum est Jackie. Or was that someone else? Man, he was at Bangor Uni. So you'd have been right in the middle of it then, wouldn't you? At that time. As soon as people found out Mandy was there, everyone went to Bangor. Love Yeats. Fantastic stuff, isn't he? Absolutely love his stuff. I think that works for me with absolutely everything, you know, as in music, poetry, writing, comedy, anything. If it speaks to me, I take far more interest in it. James Joyce, yeah. A lot of the Irish writing, I love the Irish use of language. I like the fact that they're taking the English language. Again, Tommy Tiernan talks about this. It's full of rules and things, and they snap it and bend it to the will. It's great. Irish comedians, Irish poets, playwrights, just play with the language so well. Dylan Moran's like that, or Dylan Moran, as he should be called. What a superb way of using language. Bangor, North Wales, not Northern Ireland yet. Bangor, North Wales is not that far away from... We'll probably see not far away from where it is. So when there was the earthquake... Where was it in North Wales, the earthquake? I'll see if I can find it. I'm thinking, was it 1990? Well, it wasn't 1984. '90 was... Ooh, 1990 Bishop's Castle earthquake. Near the town of Bishop's Castle, Shropshire, England. I thought it was North Wales, man. Is that the right one? Oh, here we go. North Wales Live. Panic as people fled swaying buildings in 1990 earthquake that rocked North Wales. Yeah, I told you. The epicentre of the 1990 earthquake near Wrexham was one of the most powerful earthquakes recorded in Britain in the 20th century. .1 on the Richter scale. Say what? What day was it? Tell me what day it was. Now known as the 1990 Bishop's Castle earthquake, the tremor's epicenter was initially thought to have been It was supposed to be there, but it wasn't. It shot the needles off the top of the instruments. Shoppers in Pwllheli reported tins of food crashing to the ground. In the Midlands, mums fled into the street carrying the children in their arms. So obviously it's not a huge place, the British Isles. Tell us what day it was. Bellends, come on. I need to know these things. Second of April, there you go. 2nd of April 1990. So that would have been 8 days before my 17th birthday. Didn't know we had a banger as well. In North Wales we do. In North Wales. Wonder if it was named after the same person or the same reason. Right next to Anglesey. Yeah, on a good day, on a clear day, you can see that far from here. .1 is a big earthquake, it is. The year before, well, 1990 was the one, the North Wales and the Midlands one, because if it was in Shropshire, you're going to get it in North Wales, you're going to get it in the Midlands as well. But that was the one I remember. It was definitely, I was in 6th form. So it would have been then. 5.1 is big for here, definitely big for here. Big for anywhere, but it's massive for here, isn't it? Kirsty, how you doing? How goes it? It's funny at that point because I don't think Mrs. Seville liked me too much. But then she was full of concern at that point. We bonded at that stage. I think we really did. Piggly ding next. Piggly ding next. Who fancies a go? Ali's done a double shift. Who's going next? Who's getting the reins dirty behind the bar? Not that your hands should be dirty behind the bar. Hope everyone's had a great day. We hope that, don't we? We hope. I haven't. Although I've lost a few pounds. Quite a few, actually. Fucking dentist. Charging a fortune. She said to me, "Are you alright?" "Oh, yeah, I will be once you climb out of me fucking mouth, girl. Do you know what I mean? She's nice though. Always smiling. I quite like that of people. Even if you are paying a bleeding fortune, at least if they're smiling, it's nice, isn't it? Don't want some miserable bastard. Kirsty, you are on a shift, are you? Right. There you go, go. Yeah, I don't like it when people are taking money off you and they're still miserable about it. It's like, do you know what? Just smile. That's all you need to do, smile. Or say thank you. Or I apologise, it's costing this much money, but not much we can do about it. No worries, sound. Wonder why wouldn't Twitch work? What have I not done that I should have done? Someone's going to have to tell me. I don't even know who I've seen it on, so I can't even go back and have a look at the same bleeding video. But if it's Atom, how does hell I should have something to do with it? Mandy's bucket. Isn't that just advertising for dentists? It is if they smile. They should do. Showing off their freebies. We get this free, don't you know? Whereas you're paying a bleeding fortune for it. Although not as much as me sister. She went to her local cosmetic dentist looking to get her veneers replaced. And he did a quote for about £11,000. I think she screamed Foxtrot Oscar at them. Off it, Lou. Know what is, Ali, know what is. Ridiculous the amount of money you have to pay for stuff like that. Although one of those Turkish dentists is coming over to Liverpool, aren't they? Obviously they have that much trade from the city. They're going to set up somewhere and then people are going to go and have the consultation here. So you don't have to go over there, you don't have to fly, get a consultation, fly home, fly back, get work done and fly home. Get everything sorted here, fly over and get your work done. The entire city's wandering around looking like George Michael at the moment. If I get monetised enough so I'm taxed, you can claim the dentist on expenses. Could do, yeah. Of course, that would mean getting hugely monetised. Ain't gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. But, you know, could do. As it's part of the aesthetic, isn't it? I did have to deal with someone's self-employment claim, and where it says type of employment, I'm used to looking at things like taxi driver and stuff like that, mechanic, builder. YouTuber was the first one I'd seen, and I should have looked how much, but I didn't because it wasn't the issue. I was fixing something on it to get it put through, but I should have looked how much. You wouldn't do that, going to dentist abroad. Yeah, it's you'd have to know exactly where you're going, but there's that many people in Liverpool who've done it that I know people who've been, and it's really good work, but how long does it last? Do you get 3 or 4 years down the line and all of a sudden you're absolutely knackered? I don't know. But according to my sister, her boyfriend went over there and he got his done. He said the facilities were better than any of the British dentists. They've ploughed all kinds of money into it because they must be making a few quid. Fair play, fair play. Plus you get your little break as well, don't you? Flying over. A lot of problems too for some when they come home, so it's, yeah, if you do it cheap you can end up with all kinds of problems. Got to be very careful. I'm back there in September, and then I need to speak to the actual dentist, the one who's doing the work, find out what she's going to do, because I haven't seen her for a couple of months now, I don't think. What's next, Doc? What else are you going to do to extract money out of me pockets? She's nice as well though, so No hot or salt kipper tonight. Not on a Wednesday. Jinx say not on a Wednesday. Only Sunday, so I can build up to it. Plus, I've been doing stuff, haven't I, today? I've been sorting out punk classics for the channel. And starving myself. Do I need to go to Tesco on the way? After we finish this, do I need to? Do I need to go and get snackage? I think I've got enough wine, but I haven't got enough snackage. Don't even know what I want. But I'll have to eat something, won't I? Unless I'm going on one of those 8:15 diets. Sick of being hungry. It's got to be done though, hasn't it? If you're part of Fat Club, it's got to be done. Just got to eat loads of celery and stuff, isn't it? Celery and air and loads of water. Not even worth it, is it? Really? Definitely not worth it. A once a week treat. Grapes peeled. Keep your grapes peeled. What is it? Is there too many calories in the skin? Is that what it is? Is the skin bad for you? Is that where all the that's probably where the wine comes from, isn't it? The skins. Is that where the sugars come from to make it all alcoholic-y? Kirsty, that is a proper full-on treat platter. A smorgasbord of victuals. And the celery is blur to you. Can't say I like it myself either, but it's one of those minus foods, isn't it? It takes more calories to eat it than actually is contained within the stalk. So you're losing weight by eating it. Nah. Not a big salad fan myself, but I don't mind them occasionally. I used to like the ones from Pret, but they're not particularly healthy, are they? But when you're in London with highfalutin managers, you gotta do as they do. So it's either Pret or a rice bowl or something. Couldn't eat either, Jackie. Couldn't, no. Louise, you won't eat after 9 o'clock. I normally don't eat too late either. Normally, at what time? About 8:30 at the latest. So yeah, before 9. But I'm feeling a bit peckish now, to be honest. And I'd rather eat than not eat. Thought that was a myth. Well, you were misunderstood, weren't you? I don't know. You tell me. Was it on QI? Was it a myth? I don't know. I think I am. Fucking Jimmy Google or something. Is celery calorie negative? This myth suggests, right, there we go, that moving your jaw to chew up celery and digesting it will burn more calories than the celery or equivalent watery food contains. This, however, is total nonsense, says Majumdar. Since all food contains calories, there are no negative calorie foods. Fair dues. But you see, I thought using calories wasn't just chewing, it was also the actual working it through your system, digesting it and everything used calories. Thought maybe I was wrong. when was that? 2021, 2017. Study finally confirms eating celery burns more calories than it contains. So, yin yang, man. Yinnus and yangus. Tom. Jesus, you're fierce quiet, so you are. Man, you don't eat breakfast or lunch, just one proper meal a day. Then eat whatever snackage you want. I used to be like that all the time as well, but it's not good for you, apparently. So I try and have, if I can, possibly porridge of a morning. But then I don't eat until tea time, so it's fucking stupid, isn't it? And I've gone from Radio City 96.7 kilos to Radio Merseyside 95.8 on the dot. Marmite's one as well. You lose weight eating Marmite because as soon as it goes down your throat, you throw everything in your fucking stomach back up. It's like licking dog shit off a tyre. No, you're alright. Kirsty kind of do the same thing. I think there's loads of people in this country that do the exact same thing. Just don't eat. Have a cup of coffee or something. Get themselves started. And then one proper tea. Jinx, say you do brunch and dinner and snack. Oh, brunch, do we? Brunch, and I thought I was the posh one. Living here in suburban Southport with a gardener. I'm not living with a gardener. I mean, I'm living here and we've got a gardener. Got to make sure people understand these things, don't you? The only thing about celery being a diet food is it puts you off eating it. Ali, you've never had it? No. I don't think it'd work being spice bagged. We don't do proper salad. That's the other thing as well. I know there's loads of social media pictures of Irish mammy salads, as they were calling them, which is pretty much what my mum makes here. Tomatoes, cucumber, iceberg lettuce, that's about it really. Maybe a bit of ham. If someone says to me, do you want a salad? Nah, you're alright. Whereas the stuff that I got from Pret, with all the proper stuff in it, rocket and avocado and things like that, yeah, I don't mind eating that. People usually dip it in something cut up in salads or used it to eat hummus or something like that off. Louise, you'd rather have a decent breakfast, a decent lunch and a small dinner. Best way of doing it. You hate eating. I'm exactly the same. I thought I might have to speak to a psychiatrist or something about it. I don't enjoy eating. I can't remember the last time I ate something that I actually truly enjoyed. I eat because if I don't, I'll die. That's about it, really. Going on Christmas nights out with the team. Go and have your Christmas dinner. I don't really want to. I'd rather just meet you in the pub for a pint afterwards. Breakfast is a myth started by cereal companies and egg farmers. Well, no it isn't, but I like that theory. Stick to it, I like that. Kirsty, you've had celery once and the same with Marmite. Please tell me you dipped celery in Marmite. That's just to get it over and done with in one Nagasaki go. Avocado, both, it's nice. Not smashed avocado and sourdough toast and all that wank, but just sliced up onto a salad with lemon juice, of course, on avocado so it doesn't go brown. The Irish salad, Irish mammy salad, exactly that. They have it in Liverpool as well. Obviously with us being all bloody Irish, it's exactly the same, isn't it? Where do you think we got it from? Jackie, you love eating, it's a hobby. Man. I enjoyed eating raspberries, that's a while ago. And I did. I should get them more often. but I don't enjoy eating. I mean, I know some people that will sit there and while they're eating, they're talking about and planning their following meal. Just not fucking eat the thing that's in front of you for now and worry about everything else later. What are we having for tea tomorrow? It's fucking breakfast today. Relax, will you? Avocado way too slimy, mushy. I quite like them. If they were sliced so they weren't like massive big hunks of it, they were a little bit quite nice. You did that, did you? Man, do you love Marmite? Always knew you were a wrong 'un. You're not missing anything at all, Ali. Absolutely 100%. Actually, you plan your next meal while eating. Then wouldn't you a bloody fat club then if that's the case? Just one at a time. Sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you. I think I've been asked that question actually while I've been eating. What do you fancy for your tea tomorrow? Fuck off, I am eating now. Leave me alone. What do you fancy? Literally nothing. I don't want to eat anything. I'd rather have a spaceman diet. Give me a pill. I know you need to eat roughage, but give me a pill. I'm quite happy with it. A pill and a load of water. That's all. Don't need anything else. Multitasking. Multi-snacking. That's what that is. Multi-snacking. Yeah, all that matters is you love it. That's all that matters. It is of no consequence what anyone else thinks. If you like it, you like it. Although you are an absolute wrong 'un. Just saying it. How it is. Bloody Marmite. The time wrap. Oh, sorry, time warp. See, food on the brain. You love good food, you're just a crap cook. Doesn't have to be, just... You won't starve, will you? Let's face it. And if you can go and eat somewhere nice, you'll eat somewhere nice. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't like it. Mandy, your sister and you went through a stage of buying exotic fruit to try. You bought an avocado because you saw the pear bit and it didn't go down well, did it? I seen someone in Tesco last week, some obvious woman with her kids who were trying to get them to eat healthy as a family. Is that a mango? Is that a mango? Fucking hell. Is that a mango? Imagine that being a middle-aged woman not knowing what a mango looks like. No offence to any non-mango. Hell, it's dark, man. Yeah, Louise, a pill or raw fruit and veg. I would happily do that. I know you need roughage, you need things in your stomach and what have you, but yeah. I know you can't blend it otherwise. Just blend something and let me drink it and get it over and done with. Jinxie likes being eaten out about 3 times a week. Sorry, you eat out 3 times a week. Usually brunch. Brunch. That's very, very... Let's do brunch. You don't do anything else, do you? Maybe do lunch or do brunch. You don't let's do dinner. Well, let's do lunch. Let's do brunch. Wrong when you give me tune ideas too. No. Just when it comes to food, you're a wrong one. With your bloody Marmite. So what other fruit did you buy? Did you try really, really weird ones? Star fruit, whatever it's called. Kiwis. They were exotic, weren't they? During our day. Hairy fruit. Not eating that. Looks like a kangaroo's bollock. Not eating that. Disgusting. Tastes horrible. Have you tasted it? No. How do you know it tastes horrible? I just know it tastes horrible. Not eating kangaroo nuts. What would you eat, Jack? What would you eat when you're out and about? You're not forcing anybody to eat Marmite. Précisément. Précisément. Don't force these things on people. Don't force your awful tastes on people. That's the good thing. People can eat what they want and like what they want. The whole bloody point. And it's even better because you can't drive past someone subjecting them to your food like you can with your shit music. And you know what I'm talking about. Every time you go past someone in a 1.1 Vauxhall Nova slammed to the floor with going up. Turn it down, dickhead. How are you supposed to eat passion fruit? I can't remember the last time I had any of that. No idea. Starfruit, kumquat, kiwi. That sounds like a millennium's fruit salad now, doesn't it? Everyone's just used to eating it. In a cake filling. Ooh, passion fruit cake. Passionately, one would say. Mandy's one of those lovely people, not trying to force things on you. Like what you like. Mostly breakfast. And again, depends on what kind of breakfast you have. Whether you have an all British. Yes, not an all English, an all British. As I was told by a Polish waiter in a hotel. The Grand Hotel, is it? Llandudno. Come have the full English. It's full British, my friend. Okay. You've never had it, Ali? You've never had passion fruit? You should do. Try it. If you don't like it, vomit out. But at least try it. Man, you love passion fruit. Fruits are great, aren't they? But you've got to be careful with them. Loads of sugar in them. Too much hidden sugar. If you eat too much fruit, it's bad for you. Your heart goes racing. Mind you, your heart goes racing from passion, doesn't it? Not just passion fruit. You don't know how to eat one. Smush it with your bare hands. Easy. Or does anybody know a trick? Is there a trick to eating them? Like we all know, pomegranates, cut it in half and then get a pin and hog them out. Unless you put it in your hand and hit the back of it with a knife, of course. But I don't want to do that because I've seen Jamie Oliver doing it. And I don't want to take any advice from him. The lisping twat. The same with those little orange fruit with the papery leaves. Which ones are they? Yeah, don't tell me you don't like it if you never tasted it. That is a pure 14-year-old boy kind of thing to do. Not eating it. Tastes horrible. You never tasted it. Yeah, I know, but it tastes horrible. But you've never tasted it. I know, but it tastes horrible. That's why. Only had passion fruit in a fizzy drink or fruit juice. So you're missing out on all the goodness. The goodness of most fruit is in the skin or within the pulp, so it goes in and you get your fibre from it. Use a wooden spoon, yep. Slice it in half, ding, smash it everywhere. You're not going to buy something then if you don't like it, wasting your money. That's one way of looking at it. The other one is you might really like it and then you found something to spend your money on that you enjoy. You buy the different fruits when Lidl have them on offer. Fair dues. At least give things a try. All we are saying is give fruit a chance. That was by John Lemon. Tropical fruit juice from Sainsbury's or M&S. Ooh, M&S. Living it large. Kale is rotten too. Not had much experience of kale. But it's supposed to be really good for you. Like most things that are good for you. Tastes like shite. Buy all sorts of European foods in Lidl to try. It's a bit like potluck, isn't it? Unless you speak fluent. I haven't got a clue. Fluent Estonian or something mad, isn't it? You could be eating whale bollocks. You've got no idea. Whale bollocks and custard for your pudding. John Lemon, come on, man. That was a great joke. That wasn't even a dad joke. That was just a proper. Very disappointed with kale. Very bitter. Do you have to have it with something now to make it taste less kaley? Gotta be the ones in cartons, so no adding water to it. Right. Kale is really good for you. It is kale, spinach, all the green, very, very dark green leaves. Very healthy for you, apparently. I quite like if there's a salad, I don't mind having rockets or darker leaves, but kale, I've had them green drinks with kale in it, but they always put other stuff in it, don't they? Like kiwi fruit and things to make it sweet. Kale tasted like iron. It should do because it's full of iron. It's absolutely loaded with iron. Same with spinaches as well, but kale. Is it black kale? It's supposed to be exceptionally good for you. But then they'll tell you this week, and then next week, ooh, that kale causes, I don't know, your balls to explode or something. It's weird. Man, do you like sprouts too? But do you like them boiled for 9 hours and mushy and tasting like nothing but disappointment? Or do you like them shallow fried very quickly? Again, Jamie pissing Oliver. To be fair, he shredded a load of sprouts, grated them so it's like shredded, and then fried them up quickly, and it looked fairly nice. The people he was cooking it for hated sprouts and loved what he made, so it might be good. You're not supposed to eat dark leafy greens, Louise. Steer well clear of them then. Are they not good for you? Jackie, you do as well. Oh. I think it's because of Christmas dinners that I don't like sprouts. Because they are boiled to within an inch of their lives. It tastes horrible. Boiled to mush and swimming in butter. Sounds like me on my holiday in Cuba. Nah, you can keep it. You're alright. Fresh kiwi juice is lovely. I've not had that. I've had kiwis, not a kiwi juice. Anything red or orange too acidic. That makes sense. Acids can be really bad for stuff, can't it? Joints and things, really bad for that. Bad for your stomach. Bad for all manner of things. So you got to be really careful. Ali, you like kiwi? It is nice, isn't it? Boiled lightly with a drop of sugar in water. Is that for the sprouts? Muy interesante, as they say in Japan. Do you eat the skin of the kiwi? Not doing that. Not doing that. Do you have to shave it first? You know, you get a spoon, don't you, and stick it in between the skin and the flesh. And jab out the good stuff. That's actually nice from, again, Tesco. The little fresh fruit, little plattery things you can buy. Normally, I won't get one if I'm in work and I don't fancy eating something meaty. Go and get the mixed fruit, which has got kiwi, grapes, mango, a little bit of melon. Quite like that. Not too much though. No dark green, red or orange, so is yellow okay? The colours are there as a giveaway, aren't they, to animals? Don't eat me, or please do eat me, because that way you will spread my seeds far and wide. Ali, you'd peel it. Jack, you'd eat the skin on 2 occasions. Is it good for you though? Is it healthy? Or is it unhealthy? Kirsty got a cousin who's allergic to kiwi. Same with her dad. It's a bit of a strange one to be allergic to, isn't it? And it's that kind of fruit where you're not necessarily going to be eating it too often. All of a sudden, ooh, strange effect this is. Just take the label off first. Right. One did not know that. Not that I'm disbelieving you, but it just seems weird. Why would you want to eat something that looks like a kangaroo's testicles if you can peel it first? How do you know you're allergic? You can come out in rashes, your breathing gets heavy, your lips can swell up as can your eyes. And when you have a piss, it sounds like a steam whistle going off. Or just me. Louise, if you took all the different foods out that you're not supposed to eat, you would just be eating peas and chicken. You couldn't survive on that, could you? It ain't healthy, man. It ain't healthy. We piggly dinged, haven't we? Who's next behind the counter? We piggly dinged, I never even heard it. How bad's that? Who's doing a shift? Yep, eat it or drink it or get in contact with whatever, and you will suddenly start getting reactions. You can come up in a rash. Louise. There you go, behind the bar. Don't know why I'm speaking with a French accent. Might be Olympic. Yeah, some of the allergic reactions. I found I was allergic to, is it Daz? I think it is Daz. Daz soap powder. All the body where it was touched by the clothes that had been washed in it, all went bubbly rash. It was horrible. Lasted for about 2 or 3 days, then calmed down, but oh man, repulsive. Man, do you think you're allergic to anchovy? You had some on a pizza once and your lips swelled. Got to be really careful. Fishy allergies can be pretty bad. Very, very dangerous. My mum's got a peanut allergy, so I've got to be really careful. If I'm eating satay me in this house, I've got to sort it out by myself. I'll eat cup of tea, a nice cup of tea, yeah, and some Jaffa cakes, naturellement. You know a fellow who died from a wasp sting? We were talking about wasp stings earlier. And bee stings. It's a big theme today, this. Yeah, you can go into anaphylactic shock, can't you? If you have that particular issue about stings. and they can be very, very dangerous, and in that case, deadly. Yeah. Allergic to onions to a degree. I think allergies definitely have different levels to them. I think I'm slightly mildly lactose intolerant, but I can eat cheese and things without it affecting me too much. Just end up with a bit of an upset stomach, start a bit growling a bit. That's about it, really. You're allergic to work. No, you're not. You're doing 58,000 steps a day. If you're allergic, you'd just be sat outside, rocking back and forward, crying. Oh, which number are we on tonight? What number? 97. So in this month, I'm going to hit 100 of these lives, and also at the end of this month, on the 30th of August, it is the second anniversary of me having the stroke in the first place. How quick has that gone round? 30th of August, which means there's a bank holiday coming up, isn't there? So we're going to have to do something for the 100th, which will be a week on Sunday, won't it? Let's have a think. Anyone's got any ideas, let me know. For the 100th. Yep, 2 years has flown by. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning on the 30th of August 2022. Slight headache. So I walked downstairs, went to the kitchen, got myself a bottle of water, and then when I was trying to get headache pills out the blister pack, I couldn't. Oh, something's not right here. Tried to walk in the front room, dragging my left leg behind me. Are you alright? Obviously not. So yeah, 2 years. And it feels like 5 minutes and 10 years at the same time. It is bizarre. My life got turned upside down. Workitis, definitely. I've suffered from that myself in the past. When you were sent a lipstick sample once that you had a reaction to, then they released a lip plumping lipstick. Coincidence? You think not? Might have been full of bee juice. We had your bank holiday on Monday. Ours is always the last Monday in August, and that's it then until Christmas. If you eat something with onions, or in the onion family, you start to get a tingly and itchy sensation on the roof of your mouth, as well as some other reactions, Kirsty. Very, very careful. Very careful. Yeah, 2 years, isn't it mad? Don't know about the 100th, but you like to see me reacting to my early stroke videos. Yep. See how far we've come. I can do that. I can do that. Live or just videos of me watching them going, ooh, no, this isn't good. Remind me of that. You have to remind me about 27 times in a day and I'll do it. We're on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday maybe. Maybe I could record some on Saturday. Could do that, couldn't I? Rather than going out, because it's probably going to piss down anyway. I could just stay in and actually record some videos, actual videos, not just piss around music videos. I could do that. And sorry, Mandy, I know you've mentioned that before, but I just never got around to it. But sort of, I do think it seems to be possibly the right time to do it. Two years on, how much has changed? Well, it's almost 2 years from the videos. They started in November, didn't they? Do a video but show them as a premiere so you can comment live. Yep, that can be done. You've got a bank holiday in October as well. You think, lucky sods. If you get out, go out. Stuck in all winter. Yep. But it all depends on what kind of weather it is. To be filming videos, I mean, more than anything. We'll see. We'll see what the weather's like. Let's check it now. What's it going to be like at the weekend? Saturday, warm. Warmish. Sunny-ish. Up to 19 degrees. We'll see. Doesn't take a huge amount of effort, does it, to do one of those? Literally just pop a video in the corner and then sit here. Oh, I looked at it. Oh, I looked at it. Oh, I looked at it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Let your house go to feck with many other things just to be outside if it's nice. Yep. Because you've got the entire winter to be doing things in the house. Make the most of the sunshine in the summer. But we'll see. All depends with me as well on how fatigued I am, how bad my knee is. Sitting in my chair watching this I can get away with. I still look like a tit. I do. I can't even argue with that because I do 100%. There's the new merch. 2 years on, still look like a tit. It's good for the head to get out. Absolutely. My fanny is definitely in pain. Make hay while the sun shines. There's reasons for things like that, isn't there? Why they become sayings, why they become cliches, is because they're actually 100% right. But then I look out the window now. It was literally just about 2 or 3 weeks ago that it was still absolutely daylight, and now that's night time. That's middle of the night. It looks proper middle of the night. The kind of thing where you have to watch people that time of night. See if anyone's jumping over into your back garden to steal things. I don't want them pulling me thongs off the washing line. You know what I mean? That kind of weather. Oh, deposit and pay when you leave the hotel or pay in full now. Opinion, please. What do we think? If you pay in full, it's done. There's no need to worry about it. And also, they shouldn't then be able to tell you to piss off and give your room to someone else. But also, deposit and pay when you leave. If anything goes wrong, you can haggle with them. What's cheaper? Which works out the cheaper? Jackie paid in full. It's over. Yep. Once and done. Once and done. Ali's not sure. There's pros and cons for both of them, isn't there? To be honest, it depends. If it was me, I'd pay her all in one go. I'm the same as Jackie with this one. Once it's done, it's done. That's it. And then, yeah, it does depend on the refund policy. Are you likely to run out of money before you leave? Will you have spare cash? Will you have it there to be able to pay? Yep. Definitely wise words from the lovely ladies in the chat tonight. I'd be tempted to pay it all in one go. Get it over and done with. Cheaper to deposit now. Oh, hello.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Loads of levelling up tonight, aren't we? Loads of levelling up. Yeah. Usually go all inclusive, so even if you're out of money, you know you can be fed. Yeah. Something very, very similar to what we used to do. I used to do. Go all inclusive, and if you want to go out and eat somewhere outside of the hotel complex, you can do, if you got the money. If not, just stay in and eat what they provide. Loads of levelling up. Who else has levelled up? Mandy has done. Was it Connor as well earlier? Ah, Kirsty. Joey, yeah. Did Louise go to 13 in this stream? I'm starting to lose the plot. The plant. What the fuck's a plant? Very, very posh plant. Losing the plant here. Losing the plot and the... Yeah, I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about now. Yes, I can't remember. Yeah, Louise level 13. Yeah, I thought it was. So, there you go. There's a few there, isn't there? Yes, because Louise mentioned don't leave her on 13. Can she go 12 plus 1? There you go. Louise on 12 plus 1. But you'll soon be through that as well. Just keep on chatting. As soon as you get to 14, you can breathe easy. Loads of levelling up. It's like a levelling up day. We like you. We like you mucho. Yep, it's just Ali, Saf, Tom, Steve O, or Jacques A. Half did, half didn't. Yeah, don't let yourself go hungry. Oh, if you do pay up front and it is all inclusive, that's the thing, isn't it? You can always rely on the fact that there's food and drink there for you. Yeah, Louis, the same thing. I was thinking the same. All inclusive. Jackie's thinking food, you're thinking drink. At least I'll be able to go and get pished. And of course, if you are the all-inclusive and you're in a hot country, have a bread roll every day. Helps ward off sunstroke, so I've been told by some Spanish dude. All inclusive, both. Definitely, definitely. It's your dad's fault. Yeah. It's your fault. Quit drinking about 5 years ago. Doing well, doing very well. If you manage 5 years, that's fantastic. Because of medications. Still hard work though, even if it's because of your medication. Still hard bloody work doing it. I'm almost 2 years, obviously. My last drink, well, it wouldn't have even been the 29th. It would have been the 30th. It would have been that morning. When I say that morning, about 2 or 3 in the morning. Still on the 30th though. But yeah. I'm not still not missing it. I like me beer. Alcohol-free beer. I like me alcohol-free wine, but I'm not really missing it at all. And every month that goes by, it becomes a little bit easier. I still buy loads of alcohol wine because I also, when I'm in Tesco or whatever, my mum or dad, can you get us this, can you get us that? No problem. I don't find myself looking at their drinks, being jealous. No, quite happy. There you go. Yes, you don't drink either except when you're here. Wise move. Yeah, make sure it's a good company, a good hotel, so they can't take your cash and then you get there and it doesn't exist. Make sure it exists. Need to stay clear. I do at the moment. Definitely need to stay clear of it at the moment because even though you're allowed to drink after a stroke, it's not a problem apparently. I still wouldn't trust myself from a balance point of view. I wouldn't want to be getting drunk and then having to struggle with my balance of a night. That would not be good. And my brain, I don't know how well it's healed. I don't think it's healed properly. Don't think it ever will do. I am damaged. I am damaged good. But I'm in no rush to get back to it at all anyway. If I ever do at all, I might not do. As I say, every month I'm not missing it. It goes on and on and on. When it gets to a point where it's 5 or 6 years down the line, I just think, you know what? I've had enough of this. I've wiped my hands of it. I don't need it anymore at all. I was too reliant on it. Easily too reliant on it. Without realising just how reliant. And again, I have mentioned, haven't I? I was getting to the point where a new episode of Inside Number 9's on. I'll buy 2 bottles of wine. It's a 30-minute programme. Why do you need 2 bottles? Because I'm going to drink it throughout the night. Of course you are, but just because that one programme's on, you don't need to be doing that. I could have cut down easily, but I didn't. And now look at me. I look like a tit. Ali, you've got a stupid question. No question is ever stupid. The non-alcoholic beers that I drink, does the taste differ? The tastes differ between the alcoholic and non-alcoholic, but it's some of them are nothing like the alcohol version. Some of them are absolutely identical. So it depends on which one you're getting. The ones that I liked and I still like now, likes of Beck's, taste really nice. The Corona that I've been drinking loads on here, they taste very similar to the alcohol ones. So I don't like the Heineken one though, there's an aftertaste to it. But some of them taste very similar. I like them. When you start to rely on it, it's dangerous. It is. But you don't realise you rely on it. Loads of people do. Get home from work on a Friday, kick my shoes off, put my slippers on and have a glass of wine and unwind. You are relying on it at that point. So you've got to be, that's when you've got to start watching it. Be careful at that stage. If it just becomes that thing that you do when you get home on a Friday after work, be careful, because then it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all week after work, feet up. You get used to it too easy. Surrounded by drinkers, that explains why you don't drink. I was surrounded by them and drunk heavily, but then I was brought up in a pub. So you really have to be careful. You don't drink like you used to. You were a ladette before Zoe Ball had even thought of it. People said they never saw you drunk. You sound like, I'm sure me and you went out for drinks on bajillions of occasions back during the late 80s, early 90s. Knew so many girls like that. Pint for pint with you. Fucking hell. Slow down with you. It's the thing with alcohol. Yeah, you can have the intention of just having one, but that one will skew your ability to stick at one. That's it. I'll just have the one, but you don't say which one it is eventually. It was the 27th I was having. Makes perfect sense. Again, Billy Connolly. I'll just have the one Alp of the Toblerone. As he's saying the word Alp, you've gone into the second valley. It's the same with alcohol. I know my own mind. Yeah, you do, but as soon as you've had a couple of beers, you don't. Because your mind will tell you to do things that otherwise you wouldn't do. You're a regular drinker yourself. Pissed more times than you can mention over 40 years. It's just the British and Irish way, isn't it? It's what we do. Most people get out of it at some point. They just either calm down or it becomes less often. But some just carry on, and the body can't deal with it. Because eventually, at some point, that little bit at the back of your head goes, and it's not good. It is not good at all. So I did need to hold it up with that end. Anyway. Yeah, still not good, that, is it? I need to be careful because I'm tired today, so you can see I'm tremoring. Don't need tremors. Started doing that while I was on the dentist chair. And 6'2" my arse. When I walked in, she's seen me before, but when I walked in, she went, hang on a sec, I'll have to change this chair because you're huge compared to my last patient. Put it down, got me on it, and then when the other girl had to go and get something, I had to move my feet out the way she should get past because it was hanging over the edge of the bed. Chair, bed, chair. 6'2" my arse. Not that it's stuck in me craw, but you know. Grew up in and out of pubs and family when the pubs were closed. That living in pubs and growing up can send you one of two ways. You either realise what's too much and you don't go down that route, or you lose all track of it and just end up becoming a loon. I was brilliant at it for decades. I knew exactly how much was too much, how much was enough. Never a problem. But I seem to have blurred those lines over the last, I'd say, well, between 5 and 10 years. So it's been a lot of damage over the years, just waiting to happen. Tea or bowls? Better off with tea. Because of alcohol, you got a bad stomach. You've got to be really careful. It eats away at things, doesn't it, man? Because you never drank at home, no, just Friday night and Saturday, Sunday. Friday and Sunday. Just a natural. Is that what it is? You're a natural athlete. I did though. It was like every night, 7 nights a week. The body can't deal with it. But I'm alright. I'm not getting fallen over drunk. I wasn't alright. Obviously. To the point where I wasn't getting fallen over drunk. I got fall over stroke. Buy a blood pressure testing machine. Omron M2. 30 quid in Argos. They can save your bacon or your life. You've gone the other way, obviously. You have Good on you, Kirsty, good on you. Jackie, you were drinking whiskey at 17, 18-year-old. Again, is that an Irishy Scottish thing? I don't know many teens that were drinking whiskey in the English or Welshy part of the country, but I know plenty of Scottish and Irish mates who loved it and been drinking it from an early age. Whiskey's not good for you, man. Whiskey, again, I think that's the Marmite of the alcohol world, isn't it? Tastes like burnt tyres this time, though. Don't like it. I don't like it. That's the reason why you don't get invited to family things. You don't drink. You are the Auslander. Not one of us. Not one of us. Peter Gabriel song, that, isn't it? No, no, not one of us. Ruined your stomach with ulcers. Ooh, poor sod. Yeah. Alcohol eats away at things. If you don't believe me, work behind the bar for a while with your favourite pair of trainees, your favourite pair of shoes. They will rot away because the alcohol just absolutely rots things away. And if it's doing that to your shoes, imagine what it's doing to your stomach. Jinxie will tell you. Never drank behind the bar, but you drink after. Yep. We might occasionally have a pint of lager shandy on a hot night. That was it, but no. When you're behind the bar, you're behind the bar. Work now, play later. Gotta be done. That's what pros do, man. Pro for show. Kick everyone out. And then, once the doors were shut, curtains closed, doors shut, then get the ale on. Stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning. Make loads of tips. You're out with all your mates and earning, not spending. Yeah, very wise, very wise. You're the babysitter as you don't drink. You end up being, if you don't drink, either the babysitter or the designated driver. Which for me at the moment, I'm not a babysitter, but I do have a tendency to be asked to drive people. Because no matter what time of the day or night it is, he's not going to be over the limit. Can you pick us up at 8 in the morning, take me to work? Yeah. Can you pick us up at 6 in the morning from the pub or the club? Yeah. Tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it? So I'll be taking my dad to the pub. I don't mind. Quite happy with that. I like spending time in my car. I like being of use to people. And I like the fact that if Jess is out of a night, I'm not at home, collapsed in bed, completely out of it. If she's out and she can't get a taxi and she's struggling, she just rings me. Or will tell me in advance, I'm out tonight, you are picking me up. So I'm quite happy with that. Best at both worlds, aye. Because that's the reason why you smoke, is to cope with the family. We all have our coping mechanisms. Weed's better than booze, in your opinion. Yep. Again, you got to be careful with it, though. Like everything, got to be careful with it. But it's definitely, there's a minuscule amount of deaths from, if any at all, negligible amount of deaths from smoking weed. And yeah, the amount where alcohol is factored in, whether that's driving, drinking, part of your body exploding and not working, you know what I mean? Alcohol's far, far worse for you. Payback for the times I couldn't drive, it is.
Next.
Okay, now, alright. Soft shite. I'll jump on for the last little bit. Yeah, but again, I don't mind it. And like I've said, My daughter doesn't live with me, so it's not like I see her all day, every day. I could otherwise go weeks and weeks without seeing her. So being able to pick her up of a morning and take her to work, pick her up in the afternoon and take her home, and then pick her up of a weekend if she needs it. I'm spending more time with her. I like that. We're close anyway, but I'm probably spending more time with her than her mum is at the moment. So it's good. I'm there to lend a helping hand, guiding her through life. Stop doing the locking thing. I know, yeah, just it's taken for granted, isn't it? There you go. I went to the effort of making these bloody things. I should use them, shouldn't I? It's just taken for granted now, isn't it? We've got a permanent extension on the bar. That's what it is. Plus, the police are quite happy. They don't mind. They'll come in and have a beer themselves as well. Alcohol's far worse, isn't it, by deaths? Weed can cause mental health issues like paranoia. So can alcohol, though, as well. So you have to be careful. And certainly with, apparently with the modern strains of some of the stuff can cause you issues. You'd have to walk miles rather than ring your mum. Yeah, but then again, when you were Jess's age, phones hadn't been invented, had they? You have to send her a wire. Hi mum, stop. I'm stuck out, stop. Can you pick me up? Stop. Different now, they've all got phones. Just ring you up and say, can you do me a favour? Can you pick me up? Yes, no problem whatsoever. Don't care if it's 6 o'clock in the morning and there's 4 of you. I will drive you all home. I will wait to watch you walk through that door, every single one of you. Then I know I can sleep safely. But that's also because I'm awesome. You're awesome, obviously. Got Joust to sleep at your foot. If you move, he will go for it. Ooh. Yeah. Mind boggling till you added the tea. With the Foo Fighters being on the jukebox at the same time as well. You're thinking to yourself, is she going to add a T or an F there? Or a D? Your mother would have said hoof it and hung up. It's your own fault, Jaggy Lewis. Yep. That's pretty much what happened to us back in the day as well, but you know, it's different now. I'm in a position to do it, so I don't mind. The pips have gone. The pips have gone. Oh yes. Different world. Different world. Glad to be of service. It was different back then, it was, wasn't it? Different world. Reverse call. Followed by, I'm sorry, the other party has refused to accept the charges. But they did tell me to give you a message. Hoof it. Fucking hoof it. I was going to say they're so lucky nowadays, aren't they? But are they? Did it toughen us up? Did it make us more resourceful? Did it make us become that generation that didn't moan about everything? Oh shite, I've got to walk home for 8 miles. Ah well, let's get on with it. Just get on with it. He has gone to sleep, you can move it. Kirsty can move it, move it. Kirsty can move it. We're not going to get a copyright strike with that, are we? With me, with a voice like a piece of coal stuck under the door. More than your life was worth. Reverse calls. You have to be very brave to do that. I never did that. I've walked home at 3 o'clock in the morning through Toxteth on my own. 8 mile walk into a place where the police wouldn't go because they were too scared. And I'm not just white, I'm almost see-through white. Black fellas coming out of the Caribbean, clubbing out of people's doorways. You alright, lad? Yeah, missed the last train, the bus won't take me, got to walk home. Where you going? We're Garston. Oh, you got miles to go, lad. Yeah. Do you want a pint? Oh, yeah, go on, yeah, I'll jump in with you. Just go in somewhere where they're playing reggae or ska or something, have one quick pint, have a piss, cheers for that, lads. Off you go. Not joking. Hoofed. That was the answer. It was fucking daylight. Proper Hoofed. Man, I used to walk miles back then. Thought nothing of walking home on your own. No one did. Just but you wouldn't even consider doing it now. Not a chance. Yeah, take it up, I'm a Scouser. YouTube will have trouble. They really, really do have trouble. AI has trouble as well with the accent, and my accent's not even that thick. It's a fairly, I don't want to call it posh, but a fairly okay Scouse accent. They still have trouble with it. We all did it then, we did. And probably, that's why it was okay, that's why it was safe, because there wasn't just you walking home. There was 600 people walking home on their own as well. It was like Exodus, movement of pissed people. A bit stoned, so ignore you. Who said that? I did. Because I know people have got a really thick Scouse accent. Mine isn't. Mine's fairly... You know, you lived in Liverpool. There's some people who genuinely, when they speak, they sound like a coffee machine in Starbucks. I don't. Very often you hear me going... Fucking lad, know what I mean? They do, I don't. I'm from the South End anyway, so it's a bit more of a refined accent down there. I think we have more of a Welsh influence on our accent. Genuinely. So it's been said in the past. Why don't they do it anymore? Because they're spoiled children, that's why. And people are too bloody dangerous these days. I blame Jimmy Savile. We were once bitten, now we're twice shy. You were or wasn't replying to Kirsty. Ooh, okay. Oh, Furious Prosecco. That is going to be my name, my wrestling name. If I ever go to Mexico and become a masked wrestler, I'm going to be called Furious Prosecco. What a name that is. That could be the name of one of these Essex Karens, couldn't it? We have a Beveragino of a weekend and they start kicking off at people. Furious Prosecco. Jinxie's off to bed, falling asleep as per. You've made it through to the end. Almost. This is a late one, this. Well done, you. You're normally asleep about 9 o'clock, aren't you? Bonne nuit, Jackie. Sweet dreams. Learn from an early age, yeah. Don't even walk to school now. No. Because there's always one or t'other parent who's got a massive 4x4 that can take you. While next door also takes their one kid with them as well to the same fucking school. Half-wits. The wheel's gone mad. You have lasted well tonight. You've done fantastic effort. Fantastic effort. Good on you. Well done. Proud of you. Proud of you. Night night. Sleep tight. Don't let the doggers bite. That's the shipping forecast, isn't it? It's a second official critic. I read that as second official crack. We were having a second official crack. So we are. No. Marvellous, that, isn't it? Stupid thing. You were a latchkey kid at school. That's none new any harm, has it? Apart from the fact that you're a Marmite quaffing lunatic. Maybe that's what it is. That's what's caused it. That's why you're into Marmite. The latchkeyness of you. I think it's done us all good, you know. All of us of a certain age in this chat, and we are all around the same age, aren't we? It's I think it's given us that little bit of life experience that you have to earn through experience. Toughened us up. Proper toughened us up. See, this massive stroke. If this had been a millennial or a Gen Z, they wouldn't be here now. Gen X on the floor, only one half of me working. Fucking get up, come on, let's have another go. To hell with the consequences. But oh. It's gonna be cold out there now. That breeze that's coming in is not a warm breeze coming in anymore like it was earlier. It is now fucking freezing. Freezing piggly ding. Oh, anyway. Do I go to Tesco or not? Come on. Hands up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Do I? Or just put Y or N in the chat. Do I go to Tesco now for something to eat or not? What do I do? What's a guy to do? What's a guy to do? Given that mash starts in just over an hour. What do I do? You had more of a sense of direction when you were younger compared to now, because you didn't have your phone in front of you constantly. And you recognised the fact that when you were going somewhere, if the sun was there and you were in that direction, to get back to where you were going, get the sun on that side of you and you come back this way. 1 no from Louise, 1 yes from Kirsty. Night Ali, a yes. 2 yeses and a no. Eat your goo. Could be another song in the offing there. Could be another song in the offing. Eat your goo. Go on, eat your goo. It's your goo. Right. I've now got to find out where things are. Why do I do this to myself? Chat is off the screen. I repeat, the chat is off the screen. You know what that means, don't you? Get your dancing shoes on. It's happening. And that's that. Hoo-yah!